a bookend to keep my
Okay.
my door open.
Ooh.
So, but yeah. Well, I'm glad we could meet together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of explained to you guys earlier in our group. This time here is structured for you, okay? Because today's about self-care, and so the spiritual care, self-care. We'll have our group time, which is about self-care, and then now supervision. Right? Are you familiar with what like this would entail?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So together, you and me, we can talk about experiences you're having on the floor. You know, when you're visiting at your site. If there's any personal things that you feel comfortable sharing, right? Sometimes that takes trust, right? So I'm not asking you to divulge your deepest, darkest secrets or anything like that, but I want you to feel comfortable with me. And if it's helpful to you, because I know in my work, when I was an intern or a resident, I had a lot going on where I was working, a lot going on at home, you know, all of that, okay? So this is a space where, you know, we can just, if we want to, process through some of that. Go over our goals. I'll pull our goals out here in a little bit. We can talk about those. There's actually weekly process reflections. I don't know if you did a process reflection this week.
No, I think I just heard you talked about it this morning.
Yeah. So I'll do another one of those kind of like level set kind of things where we'll communicate that.
Okay.
So like going forward, that would be really good and useful because we can use our time for that as well.
Okay.
In terms of things you're experiencing, encountering, and you just you feel like you want to kind of reflect on those things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe just start real simple. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that easy. Bearing in mind that this is a kind of a block program, unlike extended program, this is a kind of crash program.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, so because this is your first unit.
Yeah, this
right?
is my first unit. Yeah.
So, are you looking to do more units beyond this?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah. I intended doing it here, but which means I have to wait to the next 6 months when I finish my first unit. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. So as obviously you're aware, our unit. So it started last week, and we'll go to July 30th.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-week that crash course, right? I think you use that term, crash course.
Yeah.
Unit. It's very truncated. It's short.
That's right.
Compared to like a normal
Standard,
yeah. So we offer different CPE course models in terms of length here at Sisters. So we will have a fall unit, and that will run from early September, like September.
Through December.
Yeah, I want to say like September 8th-ish. It's all on the website.
Okay.
And then it ends like early mid-December. So, and then we have a residency program that starts in January.
Sorry, come again. The one of September through December, is it the same as what I'm doing now? Is it first unit or a different unit?
It's a different unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different unit. So, from May 19th to July 30th, that's one unit of CPE.
Okay.
From September to December, that will be another unit of CPE.
Oh,
So if you are interested in doing the fall unit of CPE, I think the application deadline for that is early July.
Okay.
If you're interested. If you're interested in doing this unit and then taking a break and then applying for the residency, the residency applications would be later, I believe, in the fall.
Okay.
And that first unit of the residency, which is a 3-unit,
yeah.
would run from January to
December? Okay.
Yeah. So January 27 to December 27.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I might give that a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something to consider for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, just ask you like how are you settling in with everything in terms of you've had a big move. You moved from Arizona to
Yes.
Buffalo.
Exactly.
Yeah. How are you doing with that? We'll start there.
It wasn't easy, considering the fact that I definitely have to make use of my car while here. Initially, I thought I was gonna perhaps make use of Uber or Lyft, but when I considered the inconveniences, I said no. I think I better take my car along. Yeah, so that prompted me to do that. And I wanted to ship it here, but the company that does that, they told me that they don't have much traffic here. Shipping car from Arizona to here, that they don't have much traffic. If it were to be like Georgia, yeah, they have a lot of traffic, which means it will cost more
Oh.
to ship it down to Buffalo. So
Yeah.
and I said the only option left now is to hit the road. Yeah, so which I did for 3 days. I was on the road
Yeah. You were saying
driving.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it took me a period of total of 32 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm glad that I really did that. Yeah. Nothing like having your own car. You feel that comfortable driving out wherever you want to drive out to restaurant, to grocery store, all the stuff. So it makes it so easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you traveled. You packed up your car and you came out this way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're living here now, and is there still connections to Arizona right now in terms of you got an apartment or a house or do you live in a community like a rectory, that kind of thing?
You mean here or not?
Back in Arizona.
No, I live with some family friends. Yeah. When I left the Paris setting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now you're here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you made the travel, you made the trip, and now you're here. You're with a close friend, right?
Oh yeah.
Father Michael.
Father Michael. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so how's that like that living arrangement for you? Just getting acclimated with.
As God may have it, before I came, he has a 2-bedroom. He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment, so he stays in one, I stay in one, so it makes it so easy.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And he was one of the ones who kind of turned you on to this program, right?
Yeah, I knew when he left Arizona, that was when he came here to do the program. So when at last I made up my mind, when I left the Paris setting, and then my bishop approved of my CPA program. So I was kind of scanning where to do the program actually. So it was then it dawned on me that Father Mike is already around here. So I said, well, I think that would make it so easy for me to really blend in and then do the program. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're with somebody who you know and
exactly. Perhaps accommodation will not be that difficult, unlike living out of state, coming here to look for accommodation is not gonna be easy, settling down like that. But when the thing is already set up for you, so that makes it so easy for me to just come in and blend.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's I mean, like I said, it helps like when you move into an area and you do have connections, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when you moved from Nigeria to Arizona, right? That was kind of the move, right?
From Nigeria
to
Arizona?
Yeah, when you came to the States, it was Nigeria to Arizona?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was a big move, right?
Oh yeah. Anyway, I had a kind of mixed feelings. Then when my bishop told me that he was sending me to Arizona, I had a kind of mixed feeling, sort of feeling of joy. Oh, I'm going to the US. Oh, that's great, and a kind of sadness. Oh, I'm gonna miss friends, family,
Yeah.
And that that really came in at last when I went to see my mom, because my parish then was a kind of 10 minutes drive to where my mom lives. So about 3 times in a week I do go to see her.
Mhm.
So the last day I went to see her, she was so gloomy. She was looking gloomy, sad.
Yeah, yeah.
So the question she asked me was, when am I gonna see you again? Oh my goodness. I felt it. I was so emotional then.
Sure.
I felt like crying then. So
Mm.
it was then I told her that she should not be worried, that I'll be coming every year to come and see her.
Okay.
And ever since then I kept to that promise. Every year
Yeah.
I do go to Nigeria to see her.
Your mom's still with you?
Although she died 2014.
Oh, okay.
She died, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you kept that promise?
Yeah, kept it, and then even after she died, I still go to Nigeria every year because I have my siblings are there.
Mm-hmm.
We are 8 altogether.
Okay.
So I'm the 7, but 2 years ago we lost one of our sisters. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
now 7.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Are you have you gone home this year? Are you planning to go home this year?
This year I wouldn't know. I don't think so. I'll go this year. But last year I was in Nigeria last year. I went home. But this year I don't think so. I don't see the possibility. It might be. I might change my mind. I don't know. It depends. Yeah. So let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What do you miss about Nigeria?
I would say the only thing I miss is my friends, maybe my classmates, But then I don't really miss them much because of technology.
Mm-hmm.
So at least we talk on phone, we talk on Skype, and what's it called, WhatsApp, So,
Mm-hmm.
and here in the US, I would rather say I don't really miss anything, because if it is terms of food, what we have back home, we still have it here. At least we have African store where I could go and check out the African spices and the rest that I used to cook. So I don't really miss. So we have goat meat here.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I really miss back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
that makes me comfortable.
yeah. Yeah. Food is such a connector to food is such a connector to home.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every time I see like a specific food, I so directly associate that with home, right?
That's true.
I grew up in Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse, okay.
So that's central New York. It's about 2.5 hours east of here. And so yeah, like there's just things like I'll just associate with like home, mom,
Oh yeah.
dad,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Is there a signature Nigerian dish, food that you love that you try to make here, replicate?
Oh yeah. A good thing is that I love cooking, So I love cooking. In fact, if you should read my application stuff,
yeah,
you get that when I was in the minor seminar, I got myself into trouble for cooking.
That's right, I remember that. Yeah.
For cooking, yeah. So I love cooking generally, It's good to eat good food, to keep the body going.
Yeah. You gotta do some Nigerian cooking for us.
No problem. Anytime.
Bring something to share. We'll eat it.
Anytime.
I know I will.
Do we have anytime we have like potluck here or nothing like that?
Well, we do have a couple things. I don't know what we have written into the schedule. Well,
Okay.
I'll eat whenever.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop now. We can go get something to eat. But okay, yeah. I mean, that's such a big party. I mean, that's a big party, right? Like you're from there. That's your home. I'm sure that's when you think of home. You probably think of Nigeria, specifically where you grew up, mom, dad, brothers, sisters. I'm sure you visualize what things, the sight and sounds, right? So
yeah.
you move but you move, right? And you've done your ministry and work have taken you out to some interesting places, right?
Oh yeah.
So so now you're kind of, if we go back kind of with the timeline thing here, you moved from Arizona to here. You're with your friend Michael. How's the start of this program been for you? Just getting acclimated to CPE. Specifically like this program? What's it been like for you so far?
Yeah, so far it's been a very nice program. I think I have kind of acclimatized myself to the program and the weather and the people, you know, and I think everything is really moving on fine. The youth educators, my fellow students, we are all having that fun, and then it's like we're just here for one another, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching, everything is teaching aspect is good, nice. The social aspect is nice, you know, the fun, the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think it's a very nice program, I must tell you.
Okay.
I'm really in it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm really in it.
Yeah. How about where you're at, where you're working, Macaulay? How are you feeling about Macaulay?
Yeah, Macaulay too, the fine place. Yeah, initially I had some. I think it's still yet to be resolved, like the chatting something. Yeah. My own laptop they provided for me, it doesn't have the chatting aspect, but the other aspect of logging in, I've been able to log in. So it's just the chatting. So Justin just gives me an example through his own desktop. So we use his own desktop for now. It shows me things. And then the staff there too, they're good. Every morning we meet for briefing, you know, all the staff in various departments. We meet every morning, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin is a nice guy, putting me through in so many things, you know, telling me what to do, and as a student under him, following him, doing what he tells me to do, you know. So far I've gone to some patients there to see virtually all the patients. Like yesterday I saw all the patients there in the list. Yeah, yeah, the reception is nice. The reception I got there is nice, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People are friendly, they greet. There are some places you go to, everybody on his own, you know. But the people are open, they greet. When the other day he introduced me to them, that is the priest in 10, and yeah, so they accepted me. And they going to rounds. I've been doing that too. Yeah, so far at least I've gotten what I'll use for my verbatim. One of the visits I made, yeah, it really touched me. So I have materials to work on that very visit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically everything is moving on fine there with Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin has a good. He's got a good structure. He's very intelligent. He's very organized.
Yeah, very.
And so, you know, I think he'll lead you along well. And I think very highly of him as a chaplain. I actually worked with him when he was going through his CP process.
Oh, okay.
I was actually his preceptor, his mentor. So,
okay.
Yeah, we worked 2 units together. So we would actually sit very similarly to sit and talk about kind of what he's experiencing and do a little shadowing with him and things like that. So yeah, you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Yeah,
so.
they're a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of the questions actually he asked me, and I was going to ask you, was, are you seeking to get faculties here in Buffalo?
Yeah, if the diocese find it fitting, I'm open.
Yeah, so I'm kind of new to this, but I think you have to take the initiative yourself, correct? Reaching out to the bishop's office to obtain faculties, so that you can do the sacraments and all that.
How do I reach out? Do I go there or give them a call? Or I don't know.
I believe you would call them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you reach out to them yourself,
Okay.
to the bishop's office. I can double check with maybe a couple other people like Brian,
Okay.
but I think that's an initiative you have to take.
Okay. All right. If that be the case, that would be great, because really over there the facility, at least they need some of the sacraments that the priest can offer.
Yes, I know Justin.
You know.
I know Justin would really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, because he told me that at times he looks for retired priests,
Yes.
to come and celebrate mass for them. Most times it's difficult for him to get such person, So that would be a really added advantage,
Mhm.
It will really make my work so effective as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, you're with Father Michael. I
Mhm.
believe he also because he had faculties here.
Okay.
So perhaps ask him as well how he went about that process.
Okay.
Okay. That way, you have somebody right there with you who's gone through the process.
Mhm.
So I think like I said, I think you have to take the initiative to reach out to the diocese office.
Okay.
And again, fortunately, I'm not Roman Catholic, so I don't know
It's okay.
completely holy. Okay. But yeah, if it seems like that would be meaningful to you. Am I hearing that correctly? It'd be meaningful to you to be able to offer the sacraments and
Yeah, sure.
so have those faculties.
So we have people that want to go for confessions.
Yeah,
we
your
offer-
confessions, all that. Yeah.
Celebrate mass over there,
Mhm.
They give anointing of the sick, So a lot of things will be done.
Yeah. So I'd work on that as soon as tomorrow even. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Start reaching out. And like I said, let me see if we can maybe when we're done. Actually, we can go over to Brian's office and ask.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, you have to make the initiative, the call. That's got to be initiated from you, not from us.
Okay.
Okay. Because you already got the permission from your diocese in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Sent got the letter sent to the Buffalo diocese office. So you already have permission to be here.
Okay. Yeah.
But so you need that next level, I guess, next
level.
layer of
Mhm.
okay, yes, he's here. No, he has permission for faculties.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That way, then it could be another layer to the kind of spiritual care you offer.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah. Do you find as a priest, and you have a priest role and then you kind of have a chaplain role? Are you starting to see kind of the differences between the two?
There's not really much difference. I think the only difference I would say is that in terms of chatting, documentation,
Mhm.
though we still do documentation while in the parish, but not to this level. You get
Mhm.
the documentation we do in the parish is just a very simple one. We have just a book for sick or for anointings. And after anointing, just write down the person's name, at the hospital, and that's it. But here is a kind of broader way of doing it. Here is a more technical, and yeah, you have to use computer, So yeah, as a priest, we still go to hospital, but we don't do all those observation, all those assessment. We don't really do that. But in CP, so it's a kind of change, a kind of missing two things, bringing two things together, So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes it kind of special, to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a really cool place to be, because I think, you obviously you've formed an identity as a priest, right? Somebody who works in that capacity, and now you're kind of transitioning into this kind of more chaplain
Exactly.
role in a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
or for you in a nursing home facility,
Yeah.
but like in a clinical setting. So you're going to be able to integrate some of that stuff, a lot of that stuff that you've taken here to over here,
Exactly.
and you might even get a chance to take some more time personally in a way that you maybe never were able to as a priest in a parish, right? It's
Yeah.
like you're face to face all the time with people individually.
That's right.
Yeah. Some of that sacramental stuff can come alive a little more for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you remember, like, or can you tell me a time, like, the classes are all foggy. Can you remember a time, like, in your parish ministry where where you had more of a kind of like a pastoral care conversation, a more pastoral care visit, where it was a little more of a personal connection?
Pastoral service, yeah, I do a lot of them, you know. Not even only Catholics, even non-Catholics do come to our office to seek for spiritual care or advice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I render such spiritual services.
Mm-hmm.
I remember on one occasion a man came to my office, you know, he was really disturbed. He complained to me that he has gone to meet so many people, both in his own church and some other pastors, but nobody took him serious. Excuse me, they thought he was out of his mind because he told them that there's kind of a ghost infested his house, you know, that occasionally the door of the house bangs. If the door will just bang open, you know, hit, bang, and he was so afraid and terrified. So he went to tell all these people if there's anything they could do for him. But they, to him, he said they thought he was out of his mind or kind of hallucinating all the stuff. So when he came to me, I kind of questioned him to know the background, to really know the source of where that problem is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So it was then he told me, oh yeah, that his dad died few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I then questioned him more. What was the relationship between you and your dad or your siblings? You know, it was then he opened up and told me that the dad died. He died in anger.
Mm-hmm.
Now what happened? He said a younger brother embezzled his money, about $100,000. So the dad was so angry, and in that anger and rage, he died.
Wow.
So it's okay. I can now see the link. What's happening? Perhaps it could be the one disturbing you guys there in that house. It's not still happy the way he died in that anger.
Wow.
So I booked an appointment with him that I'm gonna bless the house. Bless the house. So on that very day, I went there. I do exorcism of water and salt. It's a very powerful prayer of holy water, you know. Even when I was doing the exorcism, the door slammed. It was a terrible day, really. It all slammed. I had goosebumps all over my body. I still continue praying, you know. So at the end, after praying, sprinkle everywhere with the water and prayed over the house, you know. So few days he called. He kind of have been appreciative, was thanking me for coming. That actually after that the whole thing ceased. He didn't experience it again. That's okay. I just encourage him to be strong. That even when it happens, he shouldn't be afraid. Shouldn't be afraid even when it happens, because when you're afraid, then you have given yourself in. When such thing happens and you're afraid, or you are gone, just be strong. Don't take it serious as if anything is happening. You know, even I myself have seen things as well that are very unnatural, but it doesn't make me afraid. Yeah, because if you're afraid, you won't you just live that life of fear. That was it. Yeah,
Sure.
that was it. So, in such way, I ministered to him, even despite the fact that he wasn't a Catholic. So, I can now see that link too in this chaplaincy,
Yeah.
ministering to people that are non-Catholics as
Mhm.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a link to that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
This was 2000 2019 or 18. That's when it happened here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were present with him.
Mm-hmm.
You were available to him in a moment he felt nobody was listening.
Yeah. I don't know, in some situation, you'll be so mad that people are not believing you. You will ask yourself question, am I the one mad, or they don't believe what I'm saying or what I saw or what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever experienced that yourself? Like people just don't understand what you're saying and feel dismissive of you? You ever feel that for yourself?
I think so.
Yeah.
The thing is that, in as much as I have that conviction that what I'm saying is right, is in the right place,
Mm-hmm.
if they don't believe me, that's their own. I wouldn't make it my problem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you are convinced of something,
Mm-hmm.
whether they believe or not, the same thing happened to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, people don't believe him, they discredit him, but that doesn't make him less. He still continues what he's doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's a very human experience, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. We are bound to, definitely cannot, as humans, you cannot satisfy everybody. You cannot please everyone. No matter what you do in this world, be you the best person, do the best good in this world. You still see people opposing you. So, but that shouldn't bother you,
Mm-hmm.
because at least it happened to Jesus. No matter the good he did, they still opposed him. They gave him names, they called him names, you know. But that didn't bother him.
Mm-hmm.
He still continue what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I suppose that's part of what keeps you connected to Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And keeps you, I'm sure I'm almost hearing that's part of what grounds you in your ministry,
Yeah.
that connection.
Yeah, there's that great connection, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Sylvester, I just want to be mindful of our time together. We got about another 11 minutes, and is it okay if we pivot
Okay,
a little bit?
Sure, no problem.
I don't want to leave anything unaddressed.
You are the moderator.
Yeah, but it's also your time.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. So, I thought maybe we could look at your goals for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been doing this with everybody else,
Okay.
so you can block the camera. No, I was kidding.
Oh, I block it? Okay.
So, again, one of the important things about our time together, just over the coming weeks, is how I can help you accomplish your learning goals. How I can be a support to you, right?
Okay.
As your educator, I want to be able to help you make the progress in the program,
Okay.
right? So. I see for your learning goal, you said, learn from my communication style so that I can develop spiritual care relationships, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about that a little bit, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my communication style, you know, like what I told you at that time, that is an opportunity for me to know how to speak in my speech.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to make sure the next person or the patient understands what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and then comprehends what I'm saying. that will really help me to minister to them in a more professional way, with a spiritual care relationship, for them to be able to understand me, reduce the speed of my speech, so that they will really understand me, bearing in mind that we all have an accent, so
Sure.
so that it wouldn't be a situation whereby I'm talking, they are saying or they are not listening, or even if they are not hearing me, they will not like to say it, not to embarrass me or what, something like that. So I really have to work on myself as well to see that my communication is clear and distinct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's a good goal for you, right? Right, because you do want to make those genuine connections, deep connections with people.
Correct.
So one of the things I've been encouraging with your group members is, with each goal, I would like you to try to kind of think of some extra bullet points to put underneath these goals. So you wrote these down in your in journal, or you have them written down?
Yeah, I wrote this very one down, but I've not put a bullet.
Yeah. So I would encourage you, maybe over the next week,
Okay.
Put some bullet points to these, just some ways in which we can measure this, okay? So, and some of it can be very simple, like being mindful of your speech pattern, like I want to slow down how I say things. And so, for example, just think of some things that you can do to help as you're learning from your communication style, so you can build those spiritual care relationships. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. And then I think you have, is it the ability to function as part of a larger team? And you already got some bullet points here.
Yeah.
Attend rounds.
Spend more time in my care unit.
Spend more time in my care unit. Yep. And so these are goals that I think might even be good to share with Justin. I don't know if he's asked to look at your goals at all, but he'll be very instrumental in helping you with this. Okay. Because he knows the teams, he knows the facility. Yeah, really well. So, yeah, these are really good bullet points. So, maybe you can even think of one or two more that are very kind of easy ways to function as part of the larger team. Okay, and then the next one was take care of myself and develop good physical activity through exercise. So you have
mind exercise.
Yeah. So again, utilize these Thursdays, right? It's all about self-care, right?
That's right.
Utilize these Thursdays. You can also, I don't know if you're finding a gym membership, or do you like to go for walks or run, or other things?
I can walk around, evening times, quiet time.
Yeah.
Take a walk, Okay. I do take a walk at times.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe think of some things that you would like to do to develop your self-care.
Okay.
Right? More exercise, taking a walk, more I don't know if you're into yoga, I don't know, anything that things that you can think about that helps you kind of keep on track with that. And as somebody who will be checking in with you regularly, I'll ask you how you're doing with this stuff. How are things going?
Yeah.
These two specifically, ability to function as part of a larger team, communication. These actually might be good things too for verbatims, like when you're doing your verbatim work.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do a verbatim or two on how you felt stuck in your communication with a patient or with a resident, or how can talk, because a lot of verbatim is also about understanding ourselves.
That's
and
true.
Like what I was feeling when I was trying to communicate with somebody, and I felt stuck and I felt frustrated, right? So there are times where you'll have these visits, and those might be opportunities to get feedback, so that we can be helpful to you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I would just encourage you, maybe come up with some bullet points. Looks like you already got a few already going, so
Okay.
that's good.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Is it their signature they put? Is that signature? Oh, oh yeah.
Oh, that's Lawrence. Yeah, that's Coco. And
Okay.
we didn't have you write your signature.
I'll do that maybe. Is there any pen there? Okay.
Yeah, here, hold on to that. I'll help you.
All right.
We're gonna have you sign your name to it, so it's written there forever.
That's right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now it's official.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got about a couple more. We got about a couple more minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes. Sylvester, is there anything today, anything more that you would like to share or discuss with me?
I can't really think of anything right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one you talked about the faculty stuff. Yeah. Yeah, because I wanted to bring it to you to see how it will go, but you have told me now
Yeah.
how to go about it.
I can, like I said, when we're done, we can probably walk over and ask Nancy and for her
Okay.
hand. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, you have to take the initiative on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I really want to help out where I work, you know.
Yep.
Hearing Justin talk about looking for praise here and there. You know, it's as if
Yeah, I know. It's tough because like,
yeah, it's
you
really
already know you
tough.
can do it. It's
Yeah, I
just,
know.
You're trying to abide by the rules. You know?
Yeah, that's right. You know,
Yeah.
to follow the law and the rules, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Can you, to wrap, can you just articulate to me, how are you feeling?
I think I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm feeling good. One day at a time, you know. At least it's good to just entrust everything to God as they comes by, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I can tell you're,
Like in my prayer, I entrust every day to God's care, to God's hands. It's
Yeah.
not within my power. Anything can happen, you know. So God is involved in everything we do. He's involved.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's about our time for today, okay?
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah, I look forward to spending more
Appreciate it.
time with you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, I know it takes time to get comfortable with somebody new. You know, this is not like not a therapy session, but we're here to talk and
Yeah, sure.
share. I really valued this when I was in my internship, when I did a residency, and I really valued this one-on-one time with my supervisor, my educator. It was just a good space because there's always a lot going on. A lot going on at work, a lot going on at home. All that stuff kind of converges. So I just want to let you know this is a space, if you feel comfortable, I'm here for you, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you.
God bless you too.